Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
If I-75 is part of your daily life and commute, well, we have a new orange barrel alert tonight.
And it's going to be a wet morning commute for the next one coming around. The local forecasters are tracking some major changes headed our way.
But we begin with breaking news just in from Detroit's west side, where a police chase ends in a violent crash.
Several people rushed to the hospital. Let's get to Tim Pamplin. He's got the night cam on the scene. Tim.
Medics now rushing 3 people down to the hospital. Serious injuries after a police chase and crash here on the west side. This is Mark Twain and Linden. That's 96 and Grand River area. You see that Cadillac SUV tore apart. 2 people out of that vehicle. Police were trying to catch up to talk to the driver of that black Mustang you see off in the distance there. But he ended up plowing into that Cadillac. Now right here's some video. They're cutting the innocent victims out of that Cadillac. One neighbor who saw this entire thing go down could not believe his eyes.
A black Mustang was going maybe about 75, 80 miles per hour. And a cop car was going behind him. Neither one of them had no lights on.
Alrighty, so the Mustang was dark, running dark, and the police car had his headlights on, but not his lights.
No lights. And that car had no headlights or sirens. Their car. Police didn't have headlights on either.
Was it dark?
Yes, it was dark.
Yes, Mr. Hasbro was quite adamant neither car had headlights on. A statement Detroit police brass will no doubt be taking very seriously. That is the scene on the west side tonight with a night cam. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
All right, Tim, let's get a quick check of the weather because it's a clear and cool night, but it's not going to stay that way.
Ben is tracking a wet commute for the morning. Hi, Ben.
Hi, guys. Yeah, that is a pretty angry line of thunderstorms coming in off of Lake Michigan. There were severe thunderstorm warnings, at least on the Wisconsin side, not too long ago. The good news is this is going to weaken, and we could use the rain. We just probably don't want it during the morning commute, which unfortunately is when we're going to have to take it. In fact, some of these showers and possibly a rumble of thunder, although most of this is going to be just rain, will start to be in our west and north zone between 4 and 5 a.m. It will weaken, but I think just about everybody's going to get something out of this before it completely fizzles out at about 7 o'clock this morning, or tomorrow morning, I should say. And then the real relief as far as the humidity is on the other side of it. So temperatures will move close to 80 degrees by lunchtime, and that's about also the time we'll see the humidity drop. We'll look at how far it goes and what the weekend looks like, too, coming up in a few minutes. Guys?
All right, Ben, we've got some breaking news tonight from Oakland County, where Dave Woodward, the head of the Oakland County Commission, has resigned, making him eligible to become the next Oakland County executive. Woodward's resignation comes as tomorrow's special meeting to name a successor to L. Brooks Patterson has now been canceled. Woodward is a Democrat hoping to replace really the ultimate Republican in Brooks Patterson. He says in a statement to Local 4, I stepped down from the board tonight in order to make my case to the public and the commission why I'm the best choice to fill the remainder of the county executive term. I hope to earn an opportunity to share my vision to improve the lives of Oakland County residents and families, expand equality, and increase opportunity for all. Board of Commissioners is now accepting applications for the job. They could appoint a new executive as early as next week. That new executive would serve until Patterson's term ends, which is December of next year.
Also developing, a 5-hour standoff with police has ended peacefully in Allen Park. New video shows the moment the woman inside was taken into custody. The situation started when the woman allegedly pointed an AR-15 style rifle at a neighbor across the street. She then barricaded herself in her home on Luana Avenue near Ecorse Road. Local 4 spoke with the woman's brother. He claims his sister suffers from mental health issues.
Got a new orange barrel alert for you tonight, which affects a large portion of I-75. It's going to go into effect this weekend. Mara McDonald live near 9 Mile and I-75, and this is a newly affected spot of all of this construction we've seen, Mara.
Devin, it sure is. So here's the deal. Both the exit and the entrance ramp from southbound 75 to 9 Mile, both are going to be shut down coming Monday. Here's a rundown of what you can expect.
The construction on I-75 southbound is about to get a few additions. Starting this weekend on Sunday, 75 south from 11 Mile to 8 Mile will see the right lane closed until the fall.
We take 75 every day. It's getting worse and worse. because we got to go far, like Waterford, and it's 2 lanes the whole way out.
But the lane closure isn't all. MDOT will be doing several ramp closures, which will narrow your options for being able to get on and off of the southbound lanes of 75, starting with the westbound I-696 entrance ramp to southbound 75. That's going to be closed. Southbound 75 exit ramp to 8 Mile, closed. Southbound I-75 exit ramp to 9 Mile, closed, as well as the 9 Mile entrance ramp to southbound 75. All of which means you may need to give yourself some extra pad for the morning commute on Monday.
Mine's always 30, 35 minutes because it's right in the morning, right in the peak of the morning, 8:30, well, 7:38. I'm on the freeway on 696, and that's when I hit everything.
Back here live. So at the end of all the maneuvering this weekend on Sunday, you can expect to see that right lane closed all the way from 13 Mile all the way down to 8 Mile on the southbound lanes only. But remember, there is some light at the end of the tunnel. Everything should be reopened, hopefully, mid-November. We're live in Hazel Park tonight. I'm Mara McDonald. But before.
Price of progress.
That's a really long tunnel she's talking about,
right.
though.
All right, Mara. Well, folks living in Washington Township will have to decide if they're willing to pay more taxes for a new sports complex.
Township reached a deal to purchase 80 acres from an existing company, Total Sports Park. The facility has 24 soccer fields. Township wants to expand the complex, create a big community rec center. The deal means the township, though, would pay more than $11 million, and that's a price some residents think was too much. The supervisor insists they approach the company.
Why? Because buying an existing building in this market is cheaper than building a new building.
Township already owns 100 acres around that facility, so voters now must decide if they want to approve an increase in the recreation millage, and they'll do that in November.
President Trump speaking tonight at a hospital in El Paso, Texas, saying he is open to talking about some aspects of gun control legislation.
We met with also the doctors, the nurses, the medical staff. They have done an incredible job. Both places, just incredible. And the enthusiasm, the love, the respect, and also the telling me, let's see if we can get something done. And Republicans want to do it and Democrats want to do it.
2 pieces of gun control legislation have been passed by the House but not voted on in the Senate. In February, the president threatened to veto both of them.
2 would-be burglars in Ypsilanti caught off guard when a homeowner fights back. The 2 men forced their way into this home around 2 this morning, but on the other side of the door, Anthony Richmond, who was waiting and willing to fight back.
How to fight it. When they came in, I pushed them. And when I pushed them, I was able to I closed the screen door first. Then they was trying to come back in. I closed this main door, and I looked through the peephole, and then that's when, at that point, I seen the young man with the black hoodie. He had a gun up like this at the door.
Richmond says actually the full surveillance video shows them lurking around his house before they tried to break in. Police so far have not made any arrests.
4-time Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles is blasting USA Gymnastics tonight for not doing enough to stop Larry Nassar.
It's hard coming here for an organization and having had them failed us so many times. And we had won gold. We've done everything that they asked us for, even when we didn't want to, and they couldn't do one damn job. You had one job. You literally had one job, and you couldn't protect us.
Wow. Well, her comments come on the same day William Strample, Nassar's former boss at Michigan State University, learned he would spend 1 year in jail for his role in the scandal. As construction ramps up at the Hudson site in downtown Detroit, the planned skyscraper may end up not being the tallest building in Detroit.
We'll see. Bedrock now says it has scrapped plans for a public observation deck, so it is possible the new building will not reach the initial height estimate of 734 feet. That would have been taller than the Renaissance Center. Bedrock also estimates the building will not be finished until sometime in 2023 now, and that's a year later than originally announced.
All right, still to come, the best and worst airports ranked.
From food options to security lines, we're breaking down where Metro Airport stacks up to the rest of the country in just a minute.
Violent arrests at a beach bar caught on camera. What led to a woman snatching her ID from a police officer. Hank.
New tonight, I'm taking you inside the Flint water investigation. Help me, Hank, one-on-one with Michigan's Attorney General.
No one can say that they haven't gotten a raw deal in so many different ways.
Dana Nessel on the Flint investigation right after the break.
The defenders get results. Karen Drew exposed potential danger on our roads.
A guardrail pierced her car and she was killed instantly. My dad was dead on arrival.
Defenders have learned these guardrails are used in the state, most of them right here in Metro Detroit.
And other states have had issues.
And the state decided to take action. The Local 4 defenders know how to get results.
Because your moments matter.
Need something investigated? Contact the defenders.